The 2025 United Kingdom round of the WorldSBK is done and dusted, and we have a new championship leader, and it's none other than Toprak Farewell. And without further ado, 5 topics to comment about. So as Toprak said, coming to the weekend of the Donington round, of the UK round, in an interview he said that coming to the weekend, Donington Park is indeed his favorite track, and the stats don't lie, stats never lie. A place where he salvaged his maiden podium all the way back 7 years ago in 2018, riding the Kawasaki in his rookie season. Toprak managed a strong P2. It's a magical result, knowing that it wasn't even the factory Kawasaki. He was racing behind a factory Kawasaki of Johnny Ray. He was riding the Puccetti one, the Puccetti Kawasaki that he rode for 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019. And with his move to MotoGP next season, and we do know that MotoGP's British round is not held in Donington. It's going to be in Silverstone, no longer in Donington. The last time that Donington host the British Grand Prix for MotoGP was all the way back in 2009. I'm sorry. And with next year he will be coming to Silverstone. This is indeed his last visit to the venue as a full-time WorldSBK rider, and he kissed the track goodbye with a perfect, well, near a perfect. It's not that he get the fastest lap as well in all 3 races, but nonetheless it's a hat-trick, another hat-trick for Toprak, the 3rd time this season after Misano and Portimao, and he is now leading the championship for the first time this season by not by much. It's only by 4 points ahead of Nikico Bulliga, but at the start of the season, with how BMW was really struggling, we didn't see this coming at all. And again, it's a perfect farewell to the track, to a favorite track too, for Toprak Farewell. Again, in this round, Nikico Bulliga is like just a pure damage limitation of a ride for the 25-year-old. It was a strong pace, really strong, but not strong enough to challenge Toprak at the front. Nico did put the bike P2 on the grid. He started 2nd on the grid, and coming race 1, Superbike race, as well as race 2, none of these 3 races that he had a good start. It's just he went back like really far away from he lost touch with Toprak earlier on in these 3 races. He was like down to 5th to 6th in race 1, and then in Superbike race, same story, race 2, same story. So these bad starts, it didn't help him at all. Like 3 consecutive bad starts. It's just like Nico was absolutely losing his form this weekend, and we don't really know why. Maybe it's because due to the characteristic of the Donington itself, but on the other hand, he managed a strong P2 in the qualifying session, in the Superbike session. So it's not really understandable, his performance this weekend. It's like he kind of lost touch of it. Well, coming to the Hungarian round, which will be held like in 2 weeks time, let's hope that Nico can find again his form like in the previous rounds. And it's going to be an interesting challenge, because honestly, if Nico keeps on riding like this, unable to challenge Toprak, it's going to be a really boring next few races until the last round of the season, and we surely don't hope that kind of thing to be happening. Somehow, Johnny Ray, maybe it's because it's his home race, like an additional boost, knowing that it's your home crowd, you're performing in front of your home crowd. Johnny Ray managed to rediscover his rhythm on board the Yamaha R1. For the first time, he outqualified Loka, his teammate. But in the races, Johnny still couldn't really put together a consistent pace, ending race 1 in P5, SP race P6. But oh boy, he fell off the cliff in race 2, finishing only P15. P15, can you imagine that? He started race 2 P6 on the grid, and he dropped 9 places, finishing only P15. Oh my god, what is going on to the legendary 6-time Superbike World Champion? This is just devastating to see. This is a battle of supremacy basically inside the factory Yamaha garage, and So far, Loca has been unbeatable in that battle of supremacy. Loca managed 3 top 5 finishes, 4th in race 1, 5th in Superbike race, 4th again in race 2. He is just unchallenged, basically unchallenged throughout the entirety of the season in the battle of supremacy inside the factory Yamaha garage. It's so sad to see Johnny performing like this. He should really just consider retiring at this point. He's nowhere near the pace of a podium anymore. He's no longer the Johnny Ray we used to know. He can't really gel in with the bike. It's been like what, 1.5 seasons on board the R1, and still no clean performance put together from the 6-time world champion, for the Northern Irishman, not even in front of his home crowd. And it's really, I don't know, frustrating at the very least. For the past 2 rounds now, Danilo Petrucci has been having a really fluctuation of a weekend. He maybe qualified well, but then in the races he dropped, or vice versa. He qualified a mid place on the grid, but then in the races he climbed all the way back to top 5, top 3s. And now, this time around, placing his Barney Ducati 9th on the grid, Petrox climbed all the way up to P3 by the end of race 1. Okay, another podium. Surely we think that, okay, Superbike race, he might repeat the same trend, or maybe not a podium, but at the very least up a few positions, placing that on the 2nd row of the grid. But then he failed to repeat the trend in the Superbike race, only a P7, and ended race 2 a mere P5. Not only a P5, it was not even a P5 that was challenging for the podium. It was a P5 that was a result of defending from Kawasaki. He was basically defending against Kawasaki's Garrett Gerloff, a Ducati, an independent Ducati, defending against a Kawasaki which hasn't seen a top 6 finish before this race in the previous races that were held this season. Garrett ended race 2 in a season's best result of P6. It was a pure jubilation for the Kawasaki garage, for Garrett himself, for managing to put together this weekend. It was like a 3 top 10 finishes for Garrett this weekend at Donington. 8 in race 1, 8 in Superbike race, and now a 6th in race 2. And Danilo, he was basically defending against Garrett. The strong performance from race 1 wasn't really shown at all in this race 2. It was like a really up and down of a weekend for Danilo. The last time he was really being consistent was, of course, his 3 third places at most. But then after that, it was just pure fluctuation for Petrox. So about 2 rounds ago, we discovered that Alvaro Bautista is indeed a free agent for next season. Coming to this weekend, he was interviewed and he was asked about his future, which manufacturer that he is going to lend his services on. And he basically says that some things are on the table now, but nothing is confirmed yet. And he says that if he performs well, then the offers is going to land itself in front of him. But in this round, he only qualified P10, and he was involved in he was involved in a massive crash at turn 1 in race 1. On the first lap, it was triggered by Jari Montella, and then Jari hits Samlos, and then Samlos hits Alvaro. Alvaro was basically a passenger at that moment. So in the Superbike race, he managed a P4, and then in race 2, Alvaro being Alvaro, starting in P4, he was already a podium contender. There's no doubt about it. And now a free agent, Alvaro takes no prisoner. He basically takes no prisoners. He was visibly closing in on Nico in the latter stages of the race. He even attempted an overtake. It was like almost a daredevil move. It was almost a pure dive bomb from miles away behind on the last lap 2 in race 2. And with Nicolo clearly the one fighting for the championship, with him being a free agent now, with Alvaro being a free agent now, he got no desire at all to let Nico take this second place to salvage and bring home this second place to limit the damage. He was really attempting to overtake his championship fighting teammate. So I think Ducati right now, by now, they might already regret breaking Bautista's contract so early. But yeah, we'll never know. I think we'll need to wait in 2 weeks time again to see how Alvaro is going to perform at the new circuit in Hungary. If he really have the edge over Nico, will he be willing to let Nico pass, or maybe like do some team orders or something else? I don't think Alvaro will do that. Alvaro isn't the type to do that. And yeah, I think that's it that I can talk about for this episode, this commentary episode. It was an uneventful weekend, knowing that Toprak was just sailing off in all 3 races. It was just like 9 seconds, 7 seconds, 3 seconds. It was just, wow, an absolute demolition of a job from Toprak. And yeah, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and like and subscribe for more, and until we meet again.